everyone, welcome back to Comm Chronicles. Today I'm joined by Safiya and Hussam. How are you guys? How are you, Safiya? How's the semester break?
I'm good. Just woke up feeling very tired and I could barely get out of bed. I couldn't believe we had to film an episode today of all days.
Yeah, tell me about it. Semester break, right? It's like I'm having the laziest week of my entire life. I'm starting to feel bad actually at this point. I don't know how I started waking up like 12 p.m. every day. It's only been like 1 week.
Oh wow, must
That's
be lucky
late.
for
Waking
you.
up at 12 p.m.
That's not lucky at all. Yeah, like
Like for you.
I don't know, me and Safi we've been grinding this semester break. Sorry,
That's
we've been
true.
yeah
Very
just
busy.
busy with rehearsals and everything, so it doesn't even feel like a semester break
That's
at this
true.
point.
Only 2 more days to go.
Yeah.
I got some stuff on my own to do, but it's just I
Yeah.
don't know. It's like when I go home instead of like staying at uni to finish my assignments, it just I don't know. I feel lazy if I sit for like 2 hours. It's like I'm not used to being in my room. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Anyways, so let's get into this. I would quote unquote say it's a controversial topic because it's a very opinion based topic. And that is fashion. We're gonna get into specific fashion trends and things. So we'll see everybody's opinions on these things. So the first one, which is the one that I feel like it's just, oh Lord, I just
Our
can't.
favorite topic.
Our favorite topic to talk about. It is skinny jeans on men. Can we just say that's a no? That's a no. It's a no.
Sorry
Like,
to get offended. but,
sorry, like I feel like the only way it works if you're like a super fashion person and you know how to layer and style, but a daily average man wearing skinny jeans.
But like even then, out of all the things you could wear, why is skinny jeans?
Damn.
Why is skinny jeans?
Damn. Okay.
Especially-
Okay. I see how it
especially
is.
if you're like a buff guy.
Oh,
Oh wait, no, that
no.
was personal. That one was personal.
No offense, but like if you're buff
yeah.
and you're wearing skinny jeans,
Mm.
why?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, right? It is a challenge, because, like, yeah, okay, if I was skinnier and I wore skinny jeans, it would look normal. Maybe I'd get away with it. But when you're a buffer guy and you wear skinny jeans, right? It feels weird because, like,
Because it is weird.
yeah,
It
because
is.
like
I'm
people
sorry.
can see your like leg muscles, right? It feels like I don't know when you're a
Yeah.
guy and people can see your body. It feels really weird. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not used to it.
You know what I've noticed? It's not like if a skinny guy wears skinny jeans, it's not that obvious. And the ones where it's obvious is like not super buff, even if you have a little bit of meat on you, but it's usually I've noticed is the buff guys wearing the skinny jeans.
That's true.
I think it's just them trying to communicate. Look, I go to the gym or something. I don't know.
Show off their
Like show off. Just wear shorts.
The hard
Just
work.
wear shorts. Like it's not that hard.
Okay, so let me get this straight, right? When we buff guys, we don't do leg day. We get made fun of. Then when we do leg day and we show it off, we get made fun of too.
No.
No. Listen,
You
wait.
can show off your
Hold
legs,
on.
but
You
there's a
can
different way to go
go about
go
it.
about it. Exactly. Wear
Mm.
skinny jeans. You can wear shorts. You can wear.
Shorts. That's the only option, just not the skinny jeans. You can tell if a guy is buff and works out even if he wears like non-skinny jeans. You can
Yeah.
just tell by the way the clothes sit on his body. So it's
Yeah.
like you don't necessarily need the tights. You know, it doesn't make sense.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I kind of like skinny. Like jokes aside, right? I like skinny jeans. I just wish they were more socially acceptable. Like when I was in Kuwait and I was wearing them.
Socially acceptable is
yeah,
crazy.
it's like like nobody judges over there. You know what I mean? But I go here and it's like I don't even dare to think about wearing my skinny jeans because like I know if I wear these and I go out, I will be judged like crazy.
As they should.
Damn.
Sorry, sorry. We're just gonna have to agree to disagree
but you can
because
go argue with the wall. But
please.
Damn.
And-
Damn. Okay.
Please, because I would say most people just don't like skinny jeans.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if I'm being honest, I don't like it on men or women, but on men, it's like a different type of.
Ick.
Yeah, it's such an ick. Oh my god, I feel like people are gonna get so offended.
I mean,
Please
yeah,
don't
it's
get
like,
offended. This
you know,
is just our opinion.
This is like I feel this is like the most and least
Oh my god, you know
I
what?
don't
I
know what
love
the
skinny
word is.
jeans. Wear them all day long. You look great, slay, every day.
There you
Yeah,
go.
go
That's how you
queen.
do it. You threaten them
queen.
with cancel culture.
I mean, who's gonna cancel me? I'm not that relevant. Go ahead.
Okay, fair enough. I don't even know how to cancel anyone, so
All right.
so let me go on Twitter.
Let's
Give me like 5 years to start an
All
account or
right.
something.
Let's get into the second topic. Thrifting is overrated. This is a statement I've seen on the internet. So what do you guys think about that? Me personally, I don't think thrifting is overrated. I think it's just rated. I think maybe the culture and the social aspect of thrifting is a different thing, and the actual act of thrifting are two different things. So what do y'all guys think?
I think that thrifting sucks.
Oh my god.
I think that thrifting is like, how do I say? It's like one of these things where it's like 22-year-olds or like 23-year-olds or like full grown adults. It's like they're still in their teenage edgy phase, but then they want to bring it on to fashion. And then they start thrifting.
I mean, that doesn't make sense because you could do that with, why do you have to thrift to get that aesthetic?
Exactly.
Because thrifting is a trend now, so that's why everyone follows it. And everyone's like, oh, I thrift because I want to be different, but then everyone thrifts. It's like, the last time I went to a clothes store with my friends and actually bought new clothes, right, was like, okay, to be fair, it was fairly recent, but it doesn't usually happen. But then thrifting is like, every other day my friends go thrifting. You know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. There's a difference between the social aspect of thrifting and the actual act of thrifting.
Okay, what's that?
Like, I'm saying that, it's a cool thing to do or whatever, but thrifting is just thrifting. It's just like you going shopping. No one says shopping is overrated. You just go shop. So I think just people wanting to have a certain aesthetic of being like, oh, I go thrifting. Okay, maybe that aspect I understand is overrated, but the actual act of thrifting, going to thrift is not an overrated act. It's just like doing any other thing. You just go do the thing because you need something. You go shopping because you need something. So I think maybe the social aspect of, I go thrifting gives you a cooler aesthetic or something, but the actual act of thrifting is not overrated. I think it's just, if you want to thrift, you thrift. That's it.
Yeah, but here's the thing, right? Like, if you go thrifting nowadays, it's about the same price as buying new clothes now, like sometimes, right?
No, it depends on where you're going to shop and what kind of aesthetic. Obviously, if you're buying vintage, and especially branded vintage, obviously it's going to be expensive. But if you're looking for, let's say, a certain kind of shirt with a certain design, obviously, if you can't find it, then most likely you're going to find it in the thrift store for cheaper.
Okay, but think about it this way, right? If you have clothes that are 20 years old and like 5 people wore them before you, right? That thing probably has diseases you've never even heard of.
Oh
you know
my
what I
god.
mean? Like,
You know, we have washing machines, right?
Do you know they exist?
wow. I have no idea.
I know.
But still, it's like, think of it this way, right? It's still 20 years old, right? Their washing machines exist and everything, but doesn't it feel kind of weird knowing that?
But
You know, your grandparents could have worn that thing. Like, theoretically, it's possible.
I don't know. I feel like also people have certain financial strains. Like someone who, for example, cannot afford a simple T-shirt from whatever that is expensive, they'll rather go thrifting even if they know someone wore it. But as long as they can afford it or whatever, that's okay. That's the whole point of thrifting, is that it's affordable. And let's say the only aspect of thrifting that might be expensive is like the vintage or the certain brands. I would understand, but your average day-to-day thrifting things, most of these things are actually pretty cheap. So I think it just depends on the kind of goal you have in mind. Are you thrifting for a certain brand, a certain aesthetic, or are you thrifting to save money? So it just depends on your goal of thrifting.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If they're trying to save money, then kudos to them, because it's. I think nowadays with the current inflation prices, I'm not gonna judge anyone for trying to save money. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
true.
there's no judgment on that part. I'm just judging people who do because they think they're cool.
Okay, maybe I feel like maybe that's a different topic, like the aesthetic of thrifting. But yeah, I feel like thrifting in and of itself is just a thing on its own. So yeah, next is minimalism and maximalism. So I think the wording itself is understandable, but for the people who don't know, so minimalism is like you just keep the thing simple: a shirt, a pant, a watch. But maximalism is you are someone who layers, you wear a lot of things, and even if you're not layering, you just have a lot of things to wear, a different aesthetics and all these things. So what are your opinion on these things? Let me give you an example for maximalism. For example, I'm someone who likes to layer my jewelry. Like, I like to have a lot of jewelry on me. Like, I like to stack, and to me that's a nice aesthetic, and that's maximalist because there's a lot of jewelry.
But I feel like, for example, what you do, it's not too much though. I feel like it's not too minimalistic, and it's not
like you feel like it's
either.
in the middle.
Yeah, it's in the middle. For that's where I stand personally.
But I feel like someone, if they see like more than 4, that's like maximalism for them.
I feel like for me, it's like if your hands are like full of
bracelets, I like
full
that
of
though.
Rings.
I like that. That's an aesthetic.
Yeah. I think it does work for certain people, but
Okay.
Yeah.
And also with regards to maximalism and minimalism, it also goes with color. I noticed that a lot of people who go for a minimalist style, I believe Hussam, you're someone who's more minimalist. Like you have very neutral tones and the very same silhouettes, the same. I want to say same pants
Same
and same
style.
shirt. Yeah, same style. So I feel like you're more biased towards the minimalist side.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, like, for me, I think that minimalism just makes sense because, 3 pairs of jeans, including 1 pair of skinny jeans, which I know you won't like, and like, let's say like 8 different shirts, and like 8 different t-shirts and like 2 different shirts, 1 suit, and then like 1 belt and like 3-4 different shoes, and then that's it. That's like my whole closet.
Can
And
I
it
say
works.
something? I feel like minimalism is easier for guys to do. I feel like if a girl wears like the repetitive same dress or skirt, it will be so obvious, and people have it socially accepted that men just wear the same thing every day.
Okay, that's fair.
So
Yeah.
I feel like maybe minimalism on women is a bit harder, or even if they are minimalist, they might be a bit on the not the too extreme of minimalism, but on the other end, maybe they'll stick to a certain color palette, but like have multiple clothes of it.
I think. Yeah, I think when it comes to like women also, because like women, there's many more things that women can wear compared to a guy. Like me as a guy, if I want to wear like an outfit, right? What do I have? I have a t-shirt and I have a shirt.
Literally,
And like
that's it.
Yeah, exactly. And then like when it comes to like jackets, for example, or sweaters, right? Yeah, good luck wearing that here. You will die.
Yeah, that's true.
And then
But
like
yeah.
when it comes to like pants, right? There's pants which I can only wear formally. Sweatpants if I want to die. What else? There's like jeans, right? And jeans, well, there's only like so many colors you can wear, right?
That's true.
And then the shorts, right? I can't wear a skirt, obviously. I can't wear like super shorts because like
That's
it's all. I
true.
mean like. Well,
Yeah.
that would be weird.
I think also when it comes to the topic of minimalism and maximalism, there's also a moral thing that comes with it. Like with a lot of people who stick to minimalism, to them it's like let's not be wasteful and things like that. But for maximalists, I don't know. A lot of minimalists view maximalism as wasteful, but I feel like actual maximalists they use every single thing they purchase. So what do you think of that? Do you think it's wasteful? Do you think it's what do you think about
I
it?
mean, as long as you're not like hoarding them and you're actually putting them to use, I feel like why not? Like you're making use of your material.
Yeah.
And also thrifting can come into this as well.
Yeah, that's
So-
true.
I think.
You can do it in a very resourceful way.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I think honestly, I mean, minimalism, you can say it's unsustainable for one reason, right? Because the thing is, minimalism, at least in my perspective, relies on buying like really high quality products, right?
That's true.
So you need to like spend quite a lot of money, because if I'm like minimalist, right, what I notice for me is that my clothes wear out a lot faster than other people's clothes because I wear them over and over again, right?
Yeah.
So I need to
you have
invest.
to make them. Yeah, you have to get the good quality ones to
Yeah.
stay. Yeah, I agree to that certain extent, but I feel like at the end of the day, it's like the aesthetic that you want. You feel good in these clothes. You feel good in this aesthetic. You feel like you're benefiting from this. So yeah. Yeah,
But
so
if I'm being honest, I'm also kind of lazy to go shopping. So
that can also play into it. All right, so we're just gonna wrap up this episode. We talked about different opinions and perspectives. So please share with us your opinions and perspective on all the socials, and let us know your controversial fashion opinion. And thank you.